Welcome back, everyone. Now, I know it can be overwhelming when you're just getting started with stamping, the amount of stamps and colors and inks that are available in the catalog. So today I thought we would do some simple stamping, and I wanted to show you how you can make some nice cards with very minimal supplies. Now we're going to start out making a card with just the items I have out here on the mat: a stamp set, a block, ink, and the basic white note cards and envelopes. And what I like about the note cards and envelope set is that you get the card base and you get your envelope. Okay, and starting out just going with a basic black ink is perfectly fine. We can add color later. So we're going to start with our Happy Thoughts, which is just a sentiment stamp set, which covers a lot of different occasions. Thank you, happy birthday, thinking of you, congratulations. And we're just going to stamp right onto the card. So I'm just going to ink up my stamp. Just make sure the ink is fully covered. I'm just going to stamp thank you right there. Okay. Now, literally, this is a card. This is a thank you card. You're done. Fill out your note on the inside, mail it, and that's it. However, we're going to slowly step it up little by little. And we're just going to start with an image from this art gallery set. We're going to start with this image here. I'm also going to ink this up in black. Now I noticed this image, I got to do it a little bit more. Okay, remember this is photopolymer. So when I stamp it, I want to hold it a little bit longer. Make sure that ink transfers, give it some nice even pressure. Now it's important that you have the blocks big enough for the stamp set. It will tell you in the catalog which size you need. And there you go, a very simple but very pretty thank you card, just using black ink, an image, and a sentiment. But we're going to step this up. Now I want to talk a little bit about this art gallery set. You might have seen it in the middle mini catalog. It's on page 34. You might have been overwhelmed by the fact that it's part of a suite and it's got paper and then dies and gold leafing. Don't be scared. You don't have to start with a suite right away. If you just like the stamps, just get the stamp set. And this is a very versatile set. So what we're going to do is to take this same card and we're going to step it up. And we're going to step it up in a couple of ways. First thing you can do is just by adding colored ink. So this is, I pre-stamped this. I used the Gorgeous Grape and Shaded Spruce. So just 2 more colors. And I use that stamping off technique to get 2 shades with the Gorgeous Grape. And once again, I can stamp that right directly on the card. Pretty. If I want to step that up 1 more step, I have a piece of Gorgeous Grape cardstock. And what I would do is I would layer that. Now we're using 1/4 inch borders. Actually, I think it's 1/8 of an inch. If you cut the cardstock a 1/4 inch smaller than the previous, you get 1/8 of an inch. Now look at that. That's absolutely gorgeous. What do you need to make this card? Well, you need the stamp sets, you need the blocks, you need purple ink, black ink, and green ink, and you need the cardstock. Now, if you're going to be cutting cardstock, I do recommend purchasing their Stampin' Up! Cutting trimmer, because this has a cutting blade and a scoring blade. It opens up so you can cut some pretty long pieces of paper. It's very easy to use, and trust me, I'm somebody who can't cut a straight line. So I highly recommend, if you're going to be cutting cardstock, to start out with this. You can get cardstock to match the ink pad. So Gorgeous Grape ink, Gorgeous Grape cardstock. You could get a package of cardstock from a variety of colors from one of the color families if you want to experiment. I recommend something like the neutrals for that, because you get some of those navies and dark browns, some very neutral colors that can use, you can mat for a bunch of different colored cards. And then if you want to step it up even further, we're going to take my favorite punch and we're going to cut out that thank you instead of stamping it. And what would I need to pop this up? Well, I would need dimensionals, which I have over here. But also you would need adhesive. So still, with very minimal supplies, you can make this adorable card, and it's beautiful. This stamp set I really love because it's so versatile. You can make these beautiful flowers with that matches the cardstock. So voila, very simple. This is the supplies we needed, plus my cutting. Okay, I'm going to be listing this on my blog as little packages that you can purchase. So this is how you should approach your stamping. If you find a stamp set that you really like, pick a color, pick a cardstock, start with your cards and envelopes, and also don't forget that you can stamp the envelope as well to give it a little bit of interest for your recipient. Now I wanted to remind everyone that if you wanted to subscribe to the March Paper Pumpkin, you have 10 days left. This is a really great set because it includes a free gift, stencils. Now when I get it, I'll show you how to use them, but use the link in the description. There will also be a new link in the description for my March host code. Once again, if you have any questions, please leave a comment. Reach out to me via email, and I'll be happy to help. Thank you. Stamp on.